Well, I may have a little 2-for-1 for you here, possibly. Because I do want to talk about both for sure. One is from Wolf Street, Wolf Richter. The other one, Zero Hedge, of course. Huge miss. Only 138,000 jobs added in May. April revised much lower as wages disappoint. Here I am again, telling you what I tell you. What's the word? Revision. Ooh, double revision. Here it is. April, May, June. So this is the May report, even though it's June now. Again, previous month. Huge miss, only 138,000 jobs added. And that's using the crappy, stupid, unbelievable government statistic model that they have, which is terrible. You know, the birth, death model, and all this other crap. But while they're at it, we're going to revise the previous month, April, to much lower as wages disappoint. But I thought the markets rallied on the good news in April. Good news, the jobless numbers were great. That's why I always tell you this. It pisses me off every time these bastards lie to us. Market rally, market rally. A month later, market should not rally. The numbers we gave it was fake. Non-existent. Garbage. That's why Realist News brings you the real news. As previewed last night, the jobs whisper risk was to the downside, and in what was a very disappointing print released moments ago by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the whisper was spot on with only 138,000 jobs added in May, far below the 185,000 estimate, and below the lowest estimate of 140,000. This was the second lowest print going back all the way to last October. Additionally, April's big beat of 211,000 was revised substantially lower to only 174,000. We missed that one by, 74, 25,000, 35,000 roughly. What? Oh, revised. Suggesting that any expectation the Fed may have, as far as evidence, the recent economic slowdown was transitory, was now crushed. Again, we were going to raise rates in June. We were super serial about it. But even our own crappy, bogus data that we try to fluff up as best we can, and which is now double revised down, we may not be able to hike rates again. The change in total payrolls for March was revised down from 79,000 to 50,000. And the change for April was revised down from 211,000 to 174,000. With these revisions, employment gains in March and April combined were 66,000 less than previously reported. This means that over the past 3 months, job gains have averaged just 121,000 per month, which is a far cry from the 181,000 average jobs added over the past 12 months. Okay. Looking at the household survey revealed an even uglier picture as the number of employed workers declined by 233,000 to 152.9 thousand, the lowest since March. Even worse for wage watchers, while the average hourly earnings rose by 0.2% monthly, the annual increase also missed, printing at 0.2%. With April, guess what? Revised from 0.3% to 0.2%, while the annual increase was 2.5%, also missing expectations of a 2.5% print. This was the lowest annual increase in average hourly earnings since March 2016. On an absolute basis, the rebound in average hourly earnings has now fizzled completely. And now I'd like to get on to the other story. Haunting photos of hashtag Carmageddon. Hyundai gets crushed, or is that Hyundai gets crushed, as GM, Ford, and others struggle. We're going to talk about that here now. So, let me begin. And just got a text back from a realtor. Old J Snips 4's got a little story to tell you about. real estate real quick about his own personal dealings, lookings, if you will. I'll save that. Should I save it for the end? No. Maybe I'll just do another video. A little quickie for you. A little bonus. You know what I mean? Anyways, factory fresh Hyundai cars stored on vast new gravel lots near the Mexican border. Why? Why would they have to do that? Because the auto dealers, their inventory is so large and they haven't sold the back inventory that the new inventory coming in, it has to be put off somewhere else. We don't have no room on the show. We don't got no showroom floor room. We don't have no space outside. It's packed full of cars. Again, you want a good deal in a brand new car? Seriously? You want a good deal in a brand new car? I know we're in 2017. They probably got some brand new 2016s on the lot. I'll take that one. What kind of discount? No, I got to do better. Price line negotiator. No, too much. Come down. Keep going. Keep going. No. Come on. Don't be scared. Go lower. Go lower, big shot. I'll give you $15,000 less than what's on that sticker price. All right, got a deal, sir. Fantastic. And you know what? You're still driving off that lot, taking thousands of dollars beating. But at least you don't get as bad as a beating. Industry experts had lowered their forecasts for May auto sales. What is this? See you then. Realtor, see you then. You got it. You will see us then because we are coming. And I'm trying to determine, do I want to show a picture of this house or not? I think I'm just going to tell you about it. Remember when I said the word dream house and all that? I showed you those two pictures, the one out in Weeki Wachee, Florida. That's a far drive. It is a far drive. But I thought, man, I'd love to have that. And I'm not talking about the $1 million house. I can't afford that. You're crazy if you think I could. But the other one that was $400,000, I thought, well, maybe I could offer him $350 or $380. You know, to come to find out, Zillow has it on there, but it's not anywhere near ready to sell. Foreclosure not fully done, whatever. So I left that alone. Found something closer to home. Lake nearby. Beautiful house. 2.2 acres. Oh my God, dream house. My heart was like, oh my God, that's it. I don't need to see anything else. Show it to my wife. Oh my God, that's it. Don't need to see anything else. I'm going to tell you that story after this. So anyways, here we go. Industry experts have lowered their forecasts for May auto sales, having been over-optimistic every month this year, always figuring that there would be a year-over-year sales increase, when in fact sales fell every freaking month. So for May, they became practically gloomy, but not gloomy enough. J.D. Power and LMC Automotive forecast that new vehicle sales in May would inch up 0.5% year-over-year to 1.54 million cars and light trucks. Edmunds predicted that sales would edge up 0.3% to 1.53 million units. And Kelley Blue Book forecast that sales would be essentially flat year-over-year at 1.525 million. And this is what the industry got. Total new vehicle sales fell 0.5% in May to 1.519 million light cars and trucks, according to auto data. Another thing, the fifth month in a row of year-over-year declines. Year-to-date sales are down 2%. New car sales plunged 9.3% and are down 11% year-to-date. New truck sales rose 6% and are up 4.7% year-to-date. After the April disaster for pickups, Chevy dealers offer discounts of $12,000 on Silverado pickups, and Ford dealers offer discounts of $10,000 or more on 2017 model year F-Series pickups and over $14,000, 14.7 gigawatts, $14,000 on 2016 F-Series pickups, which show just how fat profit margins are on pickups. The seasonally adjusted rate of sales, or SAR, in May fell 3% year-over-year to 16.66 million light cars and trucks, and third month in a row below the 17 million mark. The 71 days supply of unsold vehicles on dealer lots was the highest since July of the collapse year 2009, which brought us cash for clunkers. Even the highest incentives for any May estimated at nearly $3,600 per unit sold, could not stem the sales decline. GM sales fell 1.4%, with car sales plunging 11.5%, and light truck sales actually rising 3.1%. Fleet sales made up 19% of its total sales. Its inventories on dealer lots rose to 963,000 vehicles from 935,000 in April. So again, there's even more now sitting on the lots not sold. The highest, by the way, since November 2007 at the eve of the collapse of the U.S. auto industry. Days supply reached a dreadful 101 days. Ford sales rose 2.3%, with car sales down 10%, but again, truck sales up 7.3%. After a massive surge in fleet sales, rental car companies and other fleets, that reached 34% of total sales, which is huge. Powered by these fleet sales, Ford edged past GM. Its inventory on dealer lots fell for 59 days to 59-day supply, which is normal. So maybe the fleet out there, people who need fleets, companies need fleets. Guys, are you seeing these commercials? We were going to wait another year. Trucks are getting, 4 or 5 years old. We need to just trade them in now. Look at the freaking incentives. Plus, we'll get trade in. Let's just go ahead and pull the trigger. Let's get this. So again, the fleets didn't save the day because it's still terrible data. But if they didn't come to the rescue, oh my gosh, would these be worse than terrible numbers? And the winners among the other large automakers, Honda, sales rose 0.9%. Cars again down 3.6%, and trucks up 5.9%. Trucks up, cars down. As Snoop would say. No, that was terrible. Pretend I didn't say that. That was stupid. Nissan sales rose 3%. And again, cars down 10%. Nissan. How is that? I just got a Nissan Leaf, man. Oh, wait a minute. I got mine used for like 2/3 less than what it cost new. Yeah, never mind. 10% down for cars, 10.1% down for cars. And trucks sales, Nissan, 18.5%. What the hell? Everybody wants a truck now? The hell's going on? Oh, well, gas prices, man. Gas prices are low again. Let's get gas guzzlers again. And then they get jacked up again, and they're going to sell them all. Give me a car. Give me a hybrid. Do we ever learn anything? We are so stupid, aren't we? Subaru sales jumped 12.1%. Good, go Subaru. With car sales this time surging 20%. Volkswagen, combined their group sales as Volkswagen, Audi, Bentley, Lamborghini, rose 3.8%. And the losers, I'm not going to give you the full thing, but Toyota sales down, Fiat Chrysler down, Kia down, Daimler sales, Daimler, which is Mercedes-Benz, Maybach, Smart, down, BMW down, Mazda sales down. And then there's Hyundai. The Korean automaker has been very successful in the U.S. after coming out of nowhere in 1986 with cheap cars that quickly acquired a reputation as being cheap. But over time, cars became more reliable, nicer, and more expensive, and its product line moved upscale. Now, in terms of volume, it is behind the big three American automakers and the big three Japanese makers, but way ahead of the others. Heavily focused on cars, it has run into the buzzsaw of crashing car sales in the U.S. Its car sales plunged 19.1% in May. Even its truck sales fell 7.5%. Total sales sagged 15.5%. By far the worst among the major automakers. And its inventory of unsold cars is piling up, but not only on dealer lots. The photos below show how Hyundai is starting to fill up, especially created gravel lots just north of the Otay border, crossing to Mexico or Tijuana. See if we can zoom in on that. Here we go. Take a little peek, if you will. That's one of them they're just getting started on. It's brand new. And we have, what is this? The cars go all the way to the left, close to the structures of a prison complex. That's probably about where they belong. Another one. Yep. Just pile them up over here. Ain't got nothing to do with them. You got no room on the dealer floors. So it says, note the white foil still on the hoods and roofs of these cars. The foils are put on the cars at the factory to protect horizontal surfaces during transport. After an automaker delivers a vehicle to the dealer, it goes through dealer prep. a procedure required by the automaker during which all the protective foils are removed. That the foils are still in place means that these cars have not even been delivered to the dealers but are stuck in the automaker's distribution channel. In other words, they're not counted as inventory on dealer lots. They're shadow inventory. They're a sign of massive overproduction hitting an unexpected slowdown in sales. No one stores brand new cars on specially created gravel lots unless they absolutely have to, because the dust and dirt will get into everything. This is reminiscent of what Asian automakers did during the financial crisis with cars being offloaded at U.S. ports and no place to go. They were piling up everywhere. This is not a good sign for Hyundai, or any of the other ones really. The hashtag Carmageddon data is just relentless. And he's right. He is right. So we got these, again, jobless numbers. They revise them down, but then now they're revising these ones down. The ones before are being revised down. And then the payroll stats, that's down. And it's down, oh, revise that one in, the other one. So fake news is just how we live these days. Everything right now is just fake it. Fake everything. There's no morals involved. Just fake it until you make it. And when you don't make it, we revise it down. We fake it again because the next one's coming out next month, and it'll be just as great as the one we had to fake originally before it was revised back down to where it belonged. And even where it belonged was a made-up number anyways because of the birth model and all this crap that means nothing. But it was our best thing to use because it gave us the best numbers. And it's saying dismal. Again, the proof's in the pudding. These cars are the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. Let me tell you the story about my potential. Fingers are crossed on this, but house thing. I'm going to tell you about that next. And I need you to cross your fingers for me too.